How would each of the 100 girlfriends fight? Hey guys, Counter here. Rentero's family is undoubtedly the most powerful group in their whole verse. I mean, Rentero himself scales to god level, and even more realistically, we have seen this high school student, this 15-year-old, have the capacity to beat up hordes of fully grown adult men, and also fucking Bruce from Finding Nemo. But ever since I saw this clip in the anime, and also Ira vs. Kishika's balloon showdown, absolute peak by the way, my fight crazy mind has wondered, how would each girlfriend realistically fight? What styles of martial arts best suit their individual personalities and physical attributes? Not only this, I'll also be ranking them on how strong I believe they could become given enough formal training. And so, without further ado, let's start with our favorite tsundere, apart from my baby Karane. Yes, I will fight you on that. I mean, look! She's so precious. I gotta be honest here, this one was probably the easiest one to come up with. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's kinda like how 8 times 4 equals 24 feels kinda like Friday. It just feels right, you know? And I know what you're thinking. Pro wrestling, right? I mean, it makes sense. The sweet chin music, the bear hug. The suplex. No. I believe Karane would fight using Kyokushin karate. Her organ-destroying stomach shots are characteristics of Kyokushin. And her killer kicks, along with slender physique, makes picturing her kicking someone in the clavicle really easy to imagine. I mean, just look at this face. Look at it. You can just imagine her hitting someone with one of these. Kyokushin is a style that demands crazy physical strength out of a person. There's no fancy tricks or gloves or game plan. It's just to get punched and endure. And I believe Karane is a perfect fit for this. Her superhuman strength canonically comes from her being effectively the final form of a tsundere, and those always seem to be able to produce inhuman amounts of force. I mean, Jesus Christ, that man is dead! Not to mention, Kyokushin has unique characteristics that, in case you haven't noticed, there are no punches to the head. I think this is just another reason why it matches her perfectly. Despite her being undisputedly the person who has done the most damage to Rentero, apart from maybe Kusuri stealing Bill Cosby's entire flow all the time.
Copy my whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
Hey guys, editing Counter here. Yo, I just gotta ask, why have I never noticed how sweaty this man's fucking armpits are? Like, Jesus Christ, bro, you're sitting down. This man is sweating from Soulja Boy's mere presence. God damn.
Hell, get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
She's still incredibly kind and sweet. She has a great heart underneath those B almost an A cuffs, and it's hard to imagine her punching someone in the face. Apart from anyone who said what I just said. As for her ranking, it's pretty obvious to me and to pretty much anyone else that it's without a doubt top tier. With enough training, she could easily be on the level of Ira, and even without matching her martial arts, I think she could still beat her with pure strength. Wait, didn't Ira stop a car? S tier. So, moving on to the one and only horny Hanazono herself. And actually, genuinely, just randomly the most dangerous one out of all of them. And yeah, I know I just said Karane is the strongest one throughout heaven and earth, all that shit. But Hakari would just actually be the one you do not want problems with. This girl has so much freaking money, she would just buy SEAL Team 6 and just hit your ass with a surgical strike. But for the sake of discussion, let's pretend that her credit card isn't an option. How would she fight? Well, I'm of the belief that Hakari Hanazono would be a wrestler. Okay, now I know that doesn't sound right at first, but just hear me out. Let's look at her physical attributes.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Shut up. First, Hakari has relatively short legs compared to the rest of her body, and she's very top heavy, so it's hard to imagine her throwing anything more than a leg kick. She's not exceptionally good at sports, so it's also hard to imagine her reflexes being developed enough to be significantly good as a striker. And if you look at her for a second, it's easier to imagine her blasting a double leg than hitting someone with an uppercut. If she was a man, her frame would be described as a short and stocky one, which is just befitting of a wrestler or judoka. And so, the question naturally is, why not a judoka? It's a Japanese national sport, and it's also more befitting of a rich person. I mean, it's easier to imagine Hakari sending her daughters to a judoku class than sending her Dagestan to 3 years and forget. Well, I think she'd be a wrestler because of her mentality. Triple H, beside being seen as just a horn dog, has actually been shown to be incredibly smart.
That comes out to 175 mil for us each. 15 mil less than the small cat.
At being a horn dog, but the point still is,
I need it back.
her ability to think while in action has been shown to be one of the best among any of the girlfriends. I'd put her even above Karane in this regard. Her battle IQ is ridiculous. We've been shown genuine evidence of her intelligence, placing 25th out of 240 people in pure academics, which I would say isn't even her strong suit. Her battle IQ is. And I think it'd be much better utilized in wrestling. Not to mention, her flexibility? Come on. You know she's been training her flexibility.
I mean, this is the same girl who trained her fingers, for crying out loud. That joystick handling, God.
It just feels right, man. I don't know. Seeing a rich girl get cornered in an alley and then just hitting the guy with a fucking cradle. Also, just hypothetically speaking, if she was a guy, you know damn well she'd be the wrestling type. I mean, I'm just saying, if Rentro was the girl in this situation, you'd know she'd put him in a cradle and then she'd just hit him with it.
Did you pray today? Did you pray today?
Still though, I don't think she has that much of a natural athleticism to her as the rest of the girlfriends do. And so... Now I know y'all see Iku in this drawing. Man, I swear to God, I'm not even usually the tomboy type. It's just, look at that smile, man. God damn. Look, Ako's still my favorite girl, no doubt about it. But she ain't got no picture like this. Somebody draw it, please. Please. We're gonna put her in B tier. Her battle IQ is great, so maybe A tier? But let's stick with B tier for now. Okay, look, when you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering the same thing I'm wondering. How am I gonna get this girl to fight? I mean, it's kinda hard to imagine her fighting anyone at all, but turns out there's actually a pretty good solution for this. You see, there's actually a clip of her fighting someone. She's the only girlfriend to have ever fought anyone in the actual manga and anime. I'm of course talking about AI Nano, our next girlfriend to discuss. AI Nano, baby! We're talking about AI now. Siri herself. This one is gonna be a pretty short one because... Okay, fine. I'll talk about the lolly. Jesus Christ, man. You ain't gotta boo me that hard. I have feelings too. Alright, look, I don't want you to get the wrong idea, okay? I love Shizuka. Me and all my homies, we love Shizuka. She's adorable, she loves to read, and her drip game is immaculate. If she ever finishes writing that book, I want it to become a New York Times bestseller. Not that that's hard to do, apparently. Anyway, look, I love her. However, my girl cannot fight. I mean, there was not a violent bone in this entire 4-foot 10-inch body, and it kills me. Look at her! Look! I want to believe more than anything, okay? I want to believe. But she's so light, she canonically gets blown away by wind. Yeah, you heard me. She gets blown away by the wind multiple times. It's a recurring gag. What do you want me to do with that? Even jujitsu, okay? A sport designed for 4-foot 10-inch people requires body weight at the minimum, if not physical strength. What are you expecting to do with someone who flies? Flies. Oh my god, I got it. Human beings are the top of the food chain in this big blue world. We have fought against creatures bigger and stronger than us, but we have won because of our intellect. Yeah, we cheated. Kali, for those of you who don't know, is Filipino stick fighting, and I think it's the best fit for Shizuka. Her short stature means she's hard to hit unless you're punching down, which means it's easier for her to get in and out of range because, as we know, moving forward and punching down is really awkward. And with a little bit of training and some arm definition, trust me, a wooden stick to the knees from Shizuka would not feel nice. But if I'm being honest, the real reason why I chose Kali, apart from it being my only option apart from a Glock 19,
Say goodnight, motherfucker.
is because Shizuka straight up has the potential to be Master Yoda. Think about it. By strengthening her leg muscles, she could straight up just flip over you and cave your skull in with a strike. She could just pull a Zenitsu jumping on walls and power lines like Cammy from Street Fighter. The potential here is amazing. I can't believe I didn't see it. She's light as a feather. Think about it, she's light as a feather. The agility potential here far exceeds any other girlfriend so far. Not to mention the parkour. Oh my god, the parkour. Jumping from roof to roof should be light work. Literally. Oh my god, I just found a diamond in the rough. This is the prospect of the century. Imagine Shizuka leaves the group for a year, goes to the Philippines, comes back with short hair and dark arms from fighting in the sun. I can see it. I can see it. She has all the potential in the world. See it here.
What the f?
Hey guys, Counter again. If I seem really tired, that's because I very much am. Thank you so much for watching my little video. I really appreciate it. I'd love to keep this train rolling and talk about all the other girlfriends if you guys are interested. I'd love to talk about Iku. Also, side tangent, while I was scrolling the manga, I saw this one chapter in which they were playing with the toys. I noticed Rin has this tick 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 sound in her ear. Dude, she can literally just do the sound Hashira's breathing technique. Oh my god, the potential here. I'd love to talk about it if you guys are interested. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see that in the future. But until then, I've been Counter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all later. How would... Fuck. Bye.